Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been too long since I made a video. I think my last update was right after I had the DNC. So if you want to know what's going on with us and what's going on with me, keep on watching this video and I'll give you a hopefully quick life update. I may have lied about this being quick, so I might want to get you some liquids. Going back to everything that happened in March, my last update was right after the DNC, I think that Monday. Since then, we have the pathology come back from what they removed during the DNC, and it did come back as a complete mole, which was very shocking to everyone involved, including my doctor, because we did think we thought we saw a heartbeat, going on through with the pregnancy. So that was interesting, and she wants to err on the side of, well, hey, this is what science is telling us, and that's what it was. So she said there also could be a possibility that I had a normal pregnancy with a complete mole, and the mole overtook the baby. It's just a lot. And basically, the oncologist kind of walked me through everything with the molar pregnancy. We just had a chat. There was no reason for concern. She told us, what she thinks and how long the follow-up should be after that. So coming out of that conversation, she told us we'd have to have weekly blood draws until I hit negative, which is a sign of a molar pregnancy. It takes a long time to get down to 0. So there was all that. And then my doctor wanted to wait on the conservative side and say 6 months after I reached negative, which I'll go through how long it took me to hit negative, which will be in November, but that is up for debate right now. So on the day of DNC, my HCG was around 60,000, which is also not indicative of a complete molar pregnancy, because you usually have like hundreds of thousands and whatever. We're just gonna keep moving forward. So the week after, I was at 970 from 60,000. Blood draw a month after it happened, I was down to 9, and anything under 5 is considered negative. And on 5/10, I officially hit negative with a 3. After that, it was 3 weeks of negatives, and then 3 to 6 months of monthly negatives. On 6/29, it was less than 0.5, which is undetectable. The scale doesn't go any lower than that. So my first or second monthly negative, depending on how you want to look at it, is good. I still have a hard time emotionally, but it's getting better. I will say it's getting better as time goes on, but I had a very hard time in the beginning, especially when I heard that it was a complete molar and that we had to wait so long. It was just hard. I went to therapy. I started seeing, a new therapist. She was really helpful. All the hormones, once they left my body, I started losing weight too, and I'm really happy about that. The main issue was I just felt like we were stuck. Like we had gone this whole year, and basically 6 months on top of I was pregnant I found out the end of January until the end of March. So 6 months after all of that is kind of eating up the whole year, which would take us to November. So I just kind of felt stuck. Like this is a whole year we weren't really able to try. And if you're in the infertility world, the older you get, the harder it gets. So it's just very frustrating. That brings me to what we are about to do here very soon. And let me show you my shirt. IVF Got This. And I'll link the Etsy shop. It's literally called IVF Got This down below. But we are continuing forward with IVF. So I think in the very first videos I made coming back to YouTube this year, I was like, we're expecting the doctor to come back and tell us that we need to move on to IVF. We were ready since like November for the next doctor to come and tell us this, but then we've had all these setbacks. A month after I had finally hit negative, I sat down with my reproductive endocrinologist and we had a discussion, and she said, what we can do is we can go ahead with an egg retrieval while you're still in this weight, and then we can do a frozen transfer once I'm officially cleared from the molar pregnancy. That was news to me. I just want to feel like we're moving forward. And to be honest, this is my scientific opinion. I've had a chemical pregnancy in the past and this molar pregnancy. So depending on what type of molar it is, it could be linked to either an egg or a sperm dysfunction. So with the complete molar, the egg has no genetic material in it, and it's fertilized by a sperm that duplicates itself, which, is incorrect. You need maternal and paternal chromosomes to be able to have a baby that is viable. There's that one scenario. And then with a partial, 2 sperm fertilize 1 egg that does have genetic materials. So it's either the sperm could be malfunctioning because it's supposed to, like the acrosome and all that type of jazz. You can Google it, how you know how a sperm fertilizes an egg. But if 2 sperm fertilizes the same egg, that kind of points to me to a dysfunction in the egg, where the egg did not, send out those indicators that it has been fertilized to stop other sperm from penetrating the egg. In my head, that's possibly my issue. Also with the PCOS, the hormonal imbalance can also be terrible on the quality of your eggs. This wasn't explained to me before. I had really no idea about this. But looking back, it kind of makes sense. That could be why I wasn't getting pregnant, even though I was ovulating every single month. The eggs might have been poor quality. We don't know. But I was taking the precautions with, vitamin D3, CoQ10, to kind of help and do things with egg quality. I'm still on myo-inositol and all that. We're going to go through with the egg retrieval. And next week, we have a financial consult. We have our injection training, and we'll get like the protocol of medicines I'm on. After this next cycle, we should be getting ready to start here soon. So I'm excited and also kind of terrified, but I feel good about it in general. I think we had been ready for it, did all the digesting and all what have you since the beginning of the year. So for it to finally now just be happening, it's just finally, My husband just got a new job, so his insurance covers a lot more as far as it's a set number of dollars you have for infertility treatment, which also includes medications with this insurance. So this is actually really exciting, but we'll find out. But it is new, like we literally got it this month. So that means we haven't hit our deductible. And with the molar and the DNC and the pregnancy, I had surpassed our deductible way beyond. So it's probably gonna be a little bit of a sticker shock, but I'm grateful that we have some coverage to kind of handle some of the financial burden. Then the transfer, we also got kind of a blow. My personal doctor that I love, that I talked about in my last video, she is on leave indefinitely at the moment, which kind of hurts my heart, but I hope everything with her is okay. I know she's physically fine, but I hope everything with her family is fine. Another doctor at the practice that we met at orientation that will be taking over all of her patients in the interim. That kind of derailed us for a bit. We found that out last week and I got really upset, but I talked to the nurses and the staff, and I love all the nurses and the staff, and I really don't want to switch with them. I don't want to switch patient care coordinators. I don't want to switch nurses. I don't want to switch like people who coordinate appointments. I don't want to do any of that. So, we're just going to keep pushing forward. Like, we've had all the setbacks possible, I feel. Well, there can always be something else, but we've had all of the setbacks. So, what's this one? I feel like we still are on a mission. We're still devoted. So we're so close. Let's just keep going and, see this thing to the end. I'll have to discuss with the new doctor about when we want to transfer, but it will definitely be before the year is out. Hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully nothing else goes crazy or goes wrong. That's the update. I want to thank everyone who's been on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram especially. We've got a great community over there, so go follow me. I talk about everything that's going on in the process. Over there, we had our genetics consult yesterday. You can see that on my Instagram story, and I have an IVF highlight, so everything going on with that. So yeah, follow me on Instagram and see. I just want to thank everybody for your support, for your messages, for your tips. If you've been through IVF, it just really means the world to us, and I'm really glad that I feel comfortable enough to share the story, because it helps some of you who don't publicly speak about it to your friends. We can always chat in the DMs, See me in the DMs, girl. We can talk about it. Or guy, if your wife is going through it, we can talk about it. And, you feel like you're not so alone. I don't know when I'll update. I think we'll get back into vlogging once we actually get started here with our IVF process. Oh, because this is a big deal. And I think we're ready for it. I'm in a much better place. Oh, I've also started acupuncture. I didn't mention that earlier, but it's like a good two times a week nap that I get because I fall asleep every time. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you want more live updates, head over to my Instagram right here, and I'll also link it down below. And once again, leave me a comment. Let me know if you've been through IVF, if you know somebody who's been through IVF. If you just want to chat, if you want to talk about handbags, if you want to talk about where I got my shirt, I have a lot of IVF swag that I bought off Etsy, and it's all been amazing. So let me know how your day's going and just talk to me down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone if you think they may be going through it and they don't really want to talk to you about it. Share these videos, send them my way, I'll talk to them. Come send the children to me, literally, and send your friends to me. I will see you guys next time, and thank you for watching. Bye.